Hi guys, thanks for tuning into my channel. Today we're riding here. It's called Prairie Link Loop in the Kananaskis country. It's just past Elbow Falls, and the trailheads is on the right hand side. But the gate right by the Elbow Falls get closed during the winter time, so you have to park there at the Elbow Falls parking, and then or the street, and then just about 5 minutes of walk or ride, about a couple minutes, and then you can start the trail. So this is January 13th, 2020 ride. The temperature wise, it was a decent. Was about 4 degrees Celsius. So perfect condition, but the trail condition was a mixed bag. It was some areas was nicely packed, and some are very rough. Like here, there was very uneven conditions, and some were kind of blown out. So it was nice to be back here with my fat bike, which is I'm riding a Norco Bigfoot VLT 2. Last year I rode with a Norco Bigfoot not VLT analog, the same one. So I was experiencing, I noticed few people in this section especially climbing was pretty cool for them, so I figure I will try today. I was having a weird feeling today with the bike control, and so also the traction, so I figure I'll let the air go a little bit more. I dropped down probably about 5 psi's, but I was still not feeling okay about at this time.
You can see
So
there is
I stopped and started inspecting, and I figured, like, I have very bad steering control, especially when I started going downhill. And like, I didn't realize at the beginning because I was kind of in a exciting moment. I came here after a while, but after that, completing the ride, I went back to my local bike shop. What happened, and I had a magnitude mastodon comp, which I sold it, so I put a rigid fork back, like I asked the local bike shop to do it, so they did it, and I brought it right straight here. So what happened was that when they put this rigid fork back, they forgot to put a crown race. I'm not sure, like, that was a very major mistake, and if somebody is working on a fork, they should know. But anyway, we had some arguments and some discussion about it, and they admitted they made a mistake. So here I'm riding, and I felt like I wish I could just go back, but I was halfway into my ride, so I didn't want to start over or hike my bike all the way there. So I just thought I'll continue, but I was kind of feeling weird, and also especially on the part when I'm going downhill, because the pressure is more to the head tube, and since there is no crown race, so the movement was restrictive somewhat, so I was not feeling really in control. Anyway, so here's the trail again. As you can see, it's this section's looking good, decent. It was kind of hard packed, but some sections were really uneven, and open areas were blown out. You can probably hear the noise coming, or the sound coming from the head gasket, the head tube, because of the lacking of the crown race. It was kind of probably grinding with the fork and the body, and so that was not a very good experience again. But otherwise, that day, the condition, like in especially the temperature wise, it was perfect. It was kind of warm because I was hoping it would be a little bit chilly, but I was I was able to ride it with a lighter jacket, and I was actually feeling warm my hands. Like I wish I had lighter gloves. Otherwise, it's a very nice trail. The entire loop is about 13 k's, and the first portion is the most the climbs, and then the middle there is some down sections, and then it climbs again. But after that, from here, it goes down, and then before the end of the trail, like maybe about 10 minutes before, there is another of a hill climb. But that's really nice view, that climb. So for that I don't mind, and especially I'm riding the e-bike, so I had no issues climbing, except the snow was not was pretty soft because of the warmer temperature, so I had a hard time getting traction. Otherwise it was good. This side of the sections, or the trails, actually is most fun. It's flowy and fast. I rode this one right before the winter, also with my regular full suspension e-bike, which was Cube Action Team 140, which actually I sold it to a friend of mine, and he was riding with me, so he let me ride this section or this area. So yeah, if you can check out that video, it should be my channel. I'll put a link in the description for you guys. Thanks. If you guys are watching my videos and not subscribing, please, I would really appreciate if you subscribe, and also give me thumbs up, and share with your friends. This is a mainly mountain biking channel, but I do like to add more adventures and activities throughout the future years. Otherwise, like again, this time I'm riding mainly fat bike, and whoever is watching it for the first time, I am riding a 2021 Norco Bigfoot VLT 2, but I am riding today with the rigid fork, but I have a Manitou Mastodon Pro coming, so I will put that on and then ride it and give you guys the feedback. These sections were pretty rough, and the edges were softer because of the warmer temperature, and also very uneven from melting and then freezing overnight. But otherwise, like, I like to come back this year once we get a little bit more packed snow, and also get my forks situation sorted out. Otherwise, enjoy the video. Again, I appreciate if you are watching it and sharing it with your friends. As I always mention, if you guys have any questions about the trail or bike or any other equipment that I use here, please feel free to ask in the comments, and I love to see the comments, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Again, I am using a Norco Bigfoot 2 VLT, and I have a Garmin computer which for my tracking all the biking. I use the Garmin Edge 830. I am wearing specialized Element 2.0 gloves, and I'm using 45 North Woolhammer
Thank you.
Boa boot. Otherwise, anything like any questions if you have, you can ask, and I will gladly get back to you. Here we are coming up to the last climb, and I did this one in the summertime. I was able to climb, and last fat biking and last winter it was very blown out situation, and today it's the snows are very soft, so I had no grip, and yeah, the traction was almost none. I had to even stay on the side, the gravel, to be able to push my bike up, and this is the last portion. I kind of pushed through a little bit through the soft snow, and was able to go all the way to the up. I try to use most of the times the echo mode or trail, and I actually turn it down a little bit, the power for the trail, because I want to be able to feel it, the burn, and also get more exercise. So I hardly use turbo, and like maybe sometime when it's really steep I will do it. But this area, it's like, if you guys are coming here, I would ask you to stop and enjoy the view. It's the top of the peak, and it's very pretty. So again, if you have any questions about the trail, it's Prairie Link Loop. It's about 1 hour drive from Calgary, Alberta, and the winter time the parking is Elbow Falls parking or the street parking, but summertime there's a trailhead parking. I will post it in the link or my description where to park, and also the map. This section was very soft edges, and it is a bit gnarly, but it's rideable if the snow is packed, but it was not packed, so we ended up pushing the bike. I tried to ride a bit, but after that I was not able to ride. I had to push it myself, and my bike is being heavier. It was even harder for me to push the bike and me, because the bike was keep sliding to the right. This is coming to almost towards the end of the trail here. Like, this is the last section. It's nice and down here. This part of the trail was not bad. It was packed. Was harsh. The edges were softer, but the narrow trail section was not bad. It was good, so we were able to ride it here, enjoy the trail better here. This is another section that was pretty soft, and we're not able to even
because
keep
they exposed
myself and the bike together. It's very soft, but anyway, hopefully in future we can try again when it's not that bad. I guess we need temperature wise, it's best to have it like anything below 5 degrees Celsius negative to 0. It's probably the best temperature for fat biking. And in Alberta recently we're getting we had actually a rough winter, December, middle of December to mid-January was very cold, and then it started unusually warm now. Usually it's warmer than usual temperature, so the trails are getting rutted and soft. So here's the last portion. It's almost at the end. Again, thank you for watching.
It's okay.
If you are,
it's okay. It's just next time.
The entire video, I
Let's
would
do
really
this
appreciate it. And please give
Yeah.
me a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you again. Bye bye.
Oh, it's ice. Finally. Yeah.